Neighbors, friends, and distinguished guests, welcome to the swearing in for the President and members of the 74th term of the Baltimore City Council. To open our program this morning, please welcome the children of the Highlandtown Preschool.
This land is yours, my land, California, to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. All together, friends. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
I roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps to the sparkling sand that the diamond desert, and all around me a voice was sounding.
This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking that freedom highway. Nobody living can ever make me turn
All
back.
together, friends. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Please welcome to the stage your Master of Ceremonies, radio broadcaster, and former state senator, Clarence Mitchell IV, C4.
Giving honor and praises to the Creator, we are here to celebrate and recognize, as you heard earlier, the 74th term for the President and City Council of Baltimore and their swearing in. And celebrate it is. To celebrate with your family, to celebrate with your constituents, your community, a new opportunity to serve. My great-grandmother, Dr. Lily Mae Jackson, was president of the Baltimore branch of the NAACP from 1935 to 1970, burned into all of us that public service is the rent you pay for your existence on this earth. And that's what the 15 individuals here today will do, is sign up for more public service to provide to the citizens of Baltimore. We have one brand new member of the, four brand new members of the City Council, one new president of the City Council who himself was a councilman. We have 10 returning, now we call them veterans, all of them, and 4 freshmen. I know how special that freshman role is. I, at 13 years old, was sitting where many of you are right now with my late father, State Senator Clarence Mitchell III, and my mom and my sister, along with my late grandparents, Clarence Mitchell Jr. and Juanita Jackson Mitchell, and my late uncle, Congressman Perrin J. Mitchell. We're all sitting out there watching a young Michael Mitchell Sr. be sworn in to that particular class of the Baltimore City Council, and his classmate, and we honor her by remembering her memory now, was Mary Pat Clark, who was sworn in 1975 in that class. And then 20 years later, as a member of the House of Delegates, I brought my wife then and my 3 children to watch the swearing in of a young man, Kiefer Mitchell Jr., to that class in 1995 in the Baltimore City Council. So I understand personally the significance of that freshman moment of being sworn in to serve. On that note, we will now begin with the procession of the Baltimore City Fire Department Guard, led by Commander Brian Chambers, and the Baltimore Police Department Honor Guard, led by Lieutenant Gershom Cupid. Now, please join me in welcoming the Baltimore School for the Arts Brass Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Patrick Whitehead. Yes, the Baltimore School for the Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of the City of Baltimore, Brandon Scott, the Comptroller of the City of Baltimore, Bill Henry, and the President and members of the 74th term of your Baltimore City Council. Please rise now for the singing of the national anthem by Lauren Reddick.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right. Right now. My goodness. That's the way to get this started, everyone. Now, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be recited by Maya Cohen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I now invite you to remain standing as the Reverend George Hopkins of Baltimoreans United in Leadership Development leads us in prayer.
Let us pray. Dear God, in this inauguration ceremony where we come to celebrate new beginnings, we ask now as the City Council begins this new journey that you would bless them with the very qualities that Baltimore needs to thrive. We ask that you would bless them, God, with fortitude and boldness. Bless them, God, with curiosity and creativity. Bless them, Lord, with collaboration and resilience, that they may lead us into a brighter future. We also ask that you would enable them to show up fully in their humanity, in the experiences of their life, their pains, their victories, so they can be fully who you've created them to be, to lead Baltimore to be fully who you've called us all to become. Amen.
Please be seated. And now, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our elected officials who are in attendance, in addition to those who are on stage. Our Maryland State Comptroller, Baltimore City's own Brooke Learman, is here in the house. Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates. Baltimore City Sheriff Sam Cogan. Sheriff. Delegates, Regina Boyce, she's here, delegate. Kalen Young, I saw him out there. Delegate Young, there he is. Delegate Jared Solomon, Delegate Solomon. Delegate Mark Edelson is here, I understand. Yes, delegate. Clerk of the Court, Xavier Conway is here. Clerk. Your whole family was here when my family was being sworn. All the Conways were here when my family was being. I know them all. There you go. And also joining us in the House is the Inspector General. I saw her of the City of Baltimore, Isabel Cumming. And I will have notes brought to me when we have other individuals that will come. Delegate Ampry. Delegate Ampry is in the house. I'm sorry. Delegate, good to see you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So your mayor is multitasking. He's a multitasker. And welcome as well to Baltimore City Schools CEO, Dr. Sonia Santelises. Dr. Santelises. And school board commissioners, I stand here, the chair of the Baltimore City School Board, Robert Sally. Ashley Esposito. Andrew Coy, I believe is here. Emily Ems Messenger. Okay. Now please, welcome to the stage, Griot and Stevie Walker-Webb. Griot is the founder of the Lorraine Moore Universe, a multidisciplinary performing artist, producer, writer, and curator who uses African and American history to tell dynamic stories. Stevie Walker-Webb is a Tony Award-nominated and Obie Award-winning Broadway director, playwright, and cultural worker. He serves as the artistic director for Baltimore City Center Stage. Please welcome.
Good morning, Baltimore. Y'all look beautiful today. It's such a privilege and an honor to be here as the artistic director of Baltimore Center Stage. Theater saved my life. It's been the most powerful tool that I've had to shape my own narrative, to reclaim my voice. And it's that power of theater that we're using at Baltimore Center Stage to empower students all over the city of Baltimore, the county, and the state of Maryland. Our new councilman president, he understands the intrinsic relationship between democracy and theater. He understands that those two things are inseparable. while our elected officials kind of help to shift the body politic and bend it in the arc towards of justice, art is used as a way to legislate the spirit and the mind and the heart. So thank you so much for inviting me to be here today. It means everything. When he invited me to perform, I was gonna give y'all a little number. I thought to myself, it was a wonderful opportunity to make space for a native son of Baltimore. While I love this city so much, I was like, I should invite my brother and friend, Griot Hawkins. He is an incredible performer who speaks truth to power through his art. We are using art at Baltimore Center Stage to make sure that the theater belongs to everyone. And so I hope that you enjoy his powerful words today. Thank you.
All praise to the Most High. UN, will nations ever be united? It's been decided. Will peace ever be the way, or pillage and violence? 4 little girls in their best dress residing behind red lines and death threats, bombed to sleep. Their spirits can't rest yet. You need to check that. NATO, check that. Congo, check that. Gaza or Israel? But will we ever get those breaths back? Naomi says, get those checks back. Yes, I be checked black, nothing unfortunate about it. I bless the burning sisters and the ones who died from drowning. My blessings to the lessons and the dresses and the prayers and the checkers played when oppression stared you in the face. Unfortunate is prevalent, embellish it or give it grace. You should give thanks. I mean, the devil might be prevalent, but where's faith? I mean, the Donald might be president, but where's faith? You should give grace and give thanks. I'm gonna need your help with this one. We must say their names. Clap, 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 clap. On beat. Free, 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 freedom. Yeah, freedom, 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 ancestors. We honor you, thank y'all. Ancestors, we say your names. Ancestors, we honor you. Ancestors, hey, we say your names. Bring it back, bring it back. We say your name. Yeah, we say your name. We say your name. Keep it going. We say your name. His name was Freddie Gray. His name was Freddie Gray. Her name was Sandra Bland. Her name was Breonna Taylor. Sonia Massey. Sonia Massey. Sonia Massey. His name was Eric Garner. His name was George Floyd. Said Chris Brown was gunned down for absolutely nothing. Yeah, oh, we say your names. There are just too many names. It really could have been my name. It still could be my name. Free my people. Oh, y'all gonna have to help me. I said, free the people. There it is. Free Baltimore. Yeah, yeah, free those people. Yeah, they honor life, my people, all over the world for nothing. free America, free Baltimore, free those people, ancestors. We honor you. We honor I go by the name of Griot. On behalf of all of the artists in Baltimore, on behalf of Baltimore Center Stage, thank y'all for having us. We love you. Congratulations to you, Zeke.
I also want to recognize, joining us today, Maryland Delegate Jackie Addison. I understand is somewhere here in the house. Delegate Addison, thank you for joining us as well. And now it is my honor to introduce Rabbi Jesse Dressen of Third Space at Sherei Tefillo, who will lead us now in prayer.
In this week's Torah portion, our patriarch Jacob is on a journey. As the sun sets, he stops to rest for the night. He places a rock beneath his head and he drifts to sleep. That night, Jacob has a dream. He encounters ministering angels of the Holy One moving up and down a ladder between the heavens and the earth. In his dream, Jacob hears the voice of the Holy One who promises him that Jacob and his family and their descendants and all families of the earth shall find blessing. The Holy One speaks to Jacob these words: "Here I am with you. Wherever you go, I will return you to where you've journeyed from, and I will not let go of you until I have fulfilled my promise." Soon-to-be City Council President Cohen, I know you to be a person of deep commitment and conviction, a person of personal faith and belief who honors and celebrates those who hold different faiths and beliefs than you do. A person driven by values and always one to roll up your sleeves, lend a hand to your neighbor, give your voice to those who are too often left unheard, and a person whose public service is fueled by love of family, community, and coalition building. Mishaberach Avotenu v'Imotenu, may the one who blessed our ancestors bless you. Source of strength, bless our City Council President and its members with the endurance, determination, and focus to stay in the work, to not be discouraged by challenges and difficulty, to be discerning in their service to the city and to us, to always take on a posture of learning in their work and personal growth. Source of compassion, guide Council President Cohen and our city leadership to always serve with the commitment to center those most vulnerable in our city and to create policies that help to eliminate barriers within our systems, to always honor that every resident of Baltimore is created in your image, divine and infinitely worthy of safety, respect, visibility, and the right to thrive in this world. Source of judgment and mercy, bestow upon our city leaders the wisdom and the fortitude to balance judgments with care. For we know that when the two are held in tandem, it is impossible to create frameworks of order and function without prioritizing relationship to real people and their lived experience. Source of wholeness, ever remind our leaders that despite their particular views and stances, their task is to work across the lines of difference and to achieve outcomes together that benefit all of us and take all the people of Baltimore into account. Let them model for us what is often so difficult to find in our daily politics and dealings with one another. When Jacob awoke from his dream, he became aware that he had wrestled greatly during the night, so much so that his name was changed from Jacob to Yisrael, the one who wrestles. Source of wrestling and struggle. Source of wrestling and struggle that leads to growth, bless our leadership with the courage to wrestle, to debate, for the sake of that which is generative, for the sake of heaven, to be partners with you to do the work of our city, of our communities, of our hopes and our dreams. Let them trust that to wrestle and toil when done for the purpose of building a more whole and just city is a sacred act, a holy act, worthy of blessing. Bless them in their day-to-day efforts and dealings. Bless those who love and support them to give their time, talent, and treasure to be able to serve our beloved Charm City. The leaders who serve us are only able to do so because of those who support, mentor, and sustain them. And bless all of us for goodness, for health, and for a stronger Baltimore because of their leadership. May we all be included amongst the descendants, all the families of the world worthy of your blessing, promise, and protection. As you promised, Jacob, please hold our city council and its new president, Zeke Cohen, in that promise, and bless them as they go along this journey, ever unfolding and part of our legacy throughout the generations. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will, and Mazel Tov.
Let's get to it. We will now proceed with the oath of office. Please join me in welcoming the re-elected and 53rd mayor of the city of Baltimore, who, by the way, shares my middle name, Maurice. You didn't know that, did you? Maurice, that's right. Brandon Maurice Scott.
Thank you, C4. You know, normally in our culture, when you hear your middle name, you're in trouble, but not today. Good morning, Baltimore. No, we are here to celebrate this new city council who's going to do great things for our city. We have to be very lively and loud, not dry today, so we'll do it again. Good morning, Baltimore. There we go. You all acting like Justin just missed another field goal. We're going to get them together.
Too soon.
It's never too soon. Thank you, and welcome everyone, and especially to my colleagues from the soon-to-be sworn-in 74th Baltimore City Council. As a former council member and council president, it's easy to recall my own swearing-ins to be a part of this wonderful legislative body. For all of us, especially those of you who are assuming their first elected position, this is a life-changing moment. Forever on, your service to this body and on behalf of your neighbors in your districts will be a part of your identity. That is a beautiful thing, to serve your fellow Baltimoreans, and you should be deeply proud of yourselves, just as I know all of us here today are deeply proud of you, most in particular your families, your friends, and your colleagues and constituents. The oath that you're about to take is one of the most important promises that you will make in your life. And I know each and every one of you will hold it to your heart dearly and take that responsibility that it bestows on you with the utmost sincerity. The collective work that we are all called to do for this city of Baltimore is reliant on one another. And as I said earlier this week, we know things may be a little harder now than we expected. There will be tough choices to make, hard policy decisions to navigate, and bullies that we have to stand up to. But I know this incredible group of public servants. I'm fortunate that every single one of you that I've gotten to know, work with you, and respect over the years that have been collectively working to fight for Baltimore. Even the 4 brand new council members, you have already been at the forefront of your communities. And that's why you're here. That's why you won your election, and you're representing your neighbors. And this next step in your public service journey is an extension of the work that you've already been doing. I know the character of these here, and we are up to the task. We're going to have to work together, as I always say, to do the right thing for Baltimore, which is not always the popular thing for Baltimore. We won't always agree, and we shouldn't. You all know me very well. I don't like yes people. Push me, especially over policy. There will be moments that we disagree and end up on different sides of the vote. But that is how democracy works, and that's how Baltimore can be improved. But I ask this, always approach this work in good faith and with love in your heart for Baltimore and our people first. And as I said earlier this week, grounding on our policy in that love and respect is the only way to make it meaningful and everlasting. There is so much opportunity ahead, to keep making our city safer in the right way, to tackle our vacant housing crisis for good, to keep tackling the opioid epidemic that has devastated so many communities across Baltimore, and to truly realize Baltimore's renaissance by growing our progress together. That's our collective mission, and I'm so deeply proud to be doing it alongside each and every one of you. And to my friend, soon-to-be Council President Zeke Cohen, we know your love for Baltimore. We know your love for this beautiful family of yours. And we know that you work every single day with nothing better and more than Baltimore being better. To our new council members, welcome. To our council members who are getting a swearing in for the first time, congratulations on having a real and proper swearing in ceremony. We look forward to working with each and every one of you. And just because you're here, Delegate Solomon, I got some more shooters from our basketball team. We will be defeating Prince George's in Montgomery County yet again. Ready? Let's do it. All right. Raise your right hand. When I say aye, state your name, and we'll go from there.
I, Zeke Cohen,
Do swear
do swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and that I will
and that I will
be faithful and bear true allegiance
be faithful and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland
to the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of
execute the office of
President of the Baltimore City Council,
President of the Baltimore City Council,
according to the Constitution of Maryland
according to the Constitution of Maryland
and the laws of Baltimore City.
and the laws of Baltimore City.
Congratulations, Baltimore.
Congratulations. New president of the City Council, Zeke Cohen. That's right. Now, before members of the 74th term of the Baltimore City Council are sworn in, will their family members and others please come, as you see on my left, and gather to this side by the stairs. So as your family members are being sworn in, you can join them. Give you just a couple of minutes to join right on this side where the stairs are, so you can join your family members. Okay, see. We will now proceed with the oaths of office. Mayor Brandon Scott. Take your time, sir. He said he's always a staffer.
Say what? Yeah, I am. Wait, yeah, as soon as possible. We're gonna do everybody's eyes singly. So, I, Mark Parker, you, do not say the eyes together. They had to cut it on, that's all. All right. Everybody ready? Everybody's families, everybody's in place. Can I see everybody? All right, council members. So, I have a stickler for this part because I've never was sworn in as a council member. Anyone could hear my name. We're going to say I and individually go through all of the names of the council members, and then every other part will be done together. All good?
By number.
By number, yes. So starting with Councilman-elect Parker, going down the line. All right, here we go. I,
Mark Parker.
Danielle McCray.
I, Mark Conway. I, Yitzi Schleifer.
I, Sharon Green Middleton.
I, James Ricky Torrance Jr.
I, Paris Timothy Gray.
I, John Brewer.
I, Felicia Ray Louise Porter.
I, Zach Blanchard. I, Jermaine Jones. Antonio Glover.
I, Odette Ramos.
do swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States.
and that I will
And that I will
be faithful and bear true allegiance
Be faithful and
bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of
execute the office of
member of the Baltimore City Council
member of the Baltimore City Council,
according to the Constitution of Maryland
according to the Constitution of Maryland
and laws of Baltimore City.
and the laws of Baltimore City.
Baltimore, make some noise for your new city council.
Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, go to you. Go ahead, girl. Go. Bump off that stage. Oh, that's right.
Again, want to say congratulations to council members Parker, McCray, Dorsey, Conway, Schleifer, Middleton, Torrance, Gray, Bullock, Porter, Blanchard, Jones, Glover, and Ramos. One more time, round of applause. 74th term of the City Council. And while members and their families are continuing to get seated again, please join me in welcoming back to the stage Lauren Redditt, who is accompanied by Delroy Gaither Jr. One second. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We just need 1 second while they sign the book. We'll be right with you. By the way, I remember how important signing the book is when I was in Annapolis, because that's how you get paid, okay? You don't sign the book, you don't get a check. You got a lot of family up here. You gotta pay for a lot of meals.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that the tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out of the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast.
God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. Oh, true to our God, true to our native land.
All right, now that we are all sworn in and signed in, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you the President and members of the 74th term of the Baltimore City Council. Also to recognize, joining us, I understand, is Delegate Robin Lewis, if she is here, Delegate Lewis. And now it is my privilege to welcome to the stage someone I've only known for a couple of years here, former councilman and now your comptroller of the city of Baltimore, Bill Henry.
Good morning, Baltimore. Oh, the mayor isn't looking up, so I guess let's go. I guess that was okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is real nice. It is an honor to be here today to introduce Zeke Cohen as our new City Council President. And really, nobody should have been surprised by this. I mean, when you think of Zeke, you think councilmanic. As in council, meaning a deliberative or legislative body, formally constituted and meeting regularly. And manic, meaning showing wild, apparently deranged excitement and energy. All kidding aside, I originally used that to describe a former council president who will preside in our hearts forever, Mary Pat Clark. Zeke, I can say with 100% confidence that she would be so proud to see you here today. She knew that you have what it takes to lead this council, and that even if anyone felt differently, your door would still be open to them. And that's because Zeke is more than just a passionate advocate for Baltimore's neighborhoods. He's a disciplined public servant who deliberates and collaborates. He's a data-driven solution finder who leads with his heart and with purpose. He doesn't just talk the talk about helping his constituents. He actually shows up, listens, and gets to work. To paraphrase another great leader, he doesn't just throw up his hands, he rolls up his sleeves. You know, back in the late 1900s, or as I can call it now, the early Schmokazoic era, the city council that I staffed was occasionally described in the media as a rubber stamp for the mayor, an epithet that was still being occasionally tossed around when I joined the council in 2007. But as we've already heard from the mayor, we have evolved. So I want to take a moment to congratulate the entire city council as you embark on this next term. Those of you returning to the fray and those of you beginning your councilmanic journey today have made your independence preeminent in your advocacy for your communities. Your work will not be easy, but it is absolutely essential. The people of Baltimore are counting on you. I say this now, I know two things with every fiber of my being. You will all rise to the occasion, and no one will ever call you rubber stamps. A strong, professional, values-driven legislature is vitally important to Baltimore City. It has a duty to its constituents to help them with their problems, ask questions about how things work, debate the answers, and take nothing for granted when writing or revising the laws that allow our city to operate. Knowing that, I can say with full confidence that Zeke has everything that it takes to lead this council, bring its independent-minded community advocates together, and find the common ground to move this city forward. Mr. President, I wish you good luck. I hope for your success, and I promise that you will have partnership and support in the executive branch, because I know that by working together, Baltimore's best days are still ahead of us. And without further ado, I present to you the President of the 74th term of the Baltimore City Council, Zeke Cohen. No roast later. That'll be later.
Baltimore, thank you for electing me to be your president of the 74th City Council. Thank you to the love of my life, Rena Ardeshna, for managing to be both an amazing mom to our kids and doctor to your patients. Thank you for allowing me to pursue my dream of public service, even when it puts strain on you and our family. You did not ask to be the wife of an elected official, but you have done it with grace, humor, and a lot of sassiness. To my brilliant, kind, curious, terribly naughty children, Maya and Eli, thank you for sharing your dad. And happy birthday to Maya. Seven years old. Thank you to all the families of the council members. Being the daughter or son or spouse of a politician is not an easy job. But if you ever need help keeping your council member in line, Rena can provide a masterclass in how to do it. Thank you to all the public servants who pick up our trash, who put out fires, who make our streets safe, who have devoted your life and labor to our city. Thank you to the staff of the City Council. Thank you to our great state partners, to our city administrator, to C4, to Maryland's comptroller, my friend Brooke Learman. Thank you to my brother and Baltimore's favorite nerd, comptroller Bill Henry, for your leadership and kind words. Thank you to our partners in public safety, Commissioner Rich Worley and Sheriff Sam Cogan. To our amazing state's attorney, Ivan Bates. Brother, Baltimore is blessed to have you keeping us safe. And to our amazing Inspector General, Isabel Cumming, we appreciate you. Keep us out of trouble. Thank you to Dr. Santelices for sticking with us. Thank you to my friend and our mayor, Brandon Scott. Mayor Scott led our city through a series of crises with heart and integrity, always choosing to do the right thing over the popular thing. And look, we get it. Brandon is cool, he likes sports, he wears sneakers, but he has definitely joined me and some of my colleagues in the Dorky Dad Club. How's it But the reason I wake up each morning with a smile on my face is the 14 members of the 74th City Council that I get to serve with, and I need to take a moment to tell you about each one of them. Mark Parker is, get up for Mark, come on. Mark Parker is the consummate community builder. I've watched him create a preschool, a home for refugees, and a thriving church that serves all our communities in Highlandtown. I can't wait to call my friend Mark my councilman. Danny McCray. Danny is a quiet force. When Danny speaks, people listen. She has been our champion for middle neighborhoods and Black home ownership, refusing to let legacy residents get thrown out from tax sale. Last term, in the height of the pandemic, she created a suicide prevention coordinator because she had the foresight to anticipate the mental health crisis. Ryan Dorsey. Despite his bombastic Twitter persona, Ryan is one of the most thoughtful people I know. He has passed incredibly impactful bills, including the Independent Inspector General, banning source of income discrimination, and complete streets. Mark Conway. Mark is a deep analytical thinker who understands that safety and sustainability are inextricably linked. Along with Mayor Scott, Mark helped us gain local control of the Baltimore Police Department. His environmental legislation will make Baltimore fully carbon neutral by 2050. Yitzi Schleifer. Yitzi is pugnacious. He's a tough negotiator. He demands that city agencies deliver great city services. He will fight like heck to get your recycling picked up. And he cares about the people who do the work. In 2019, Yitzi won a $6 per hour raise for our lowest paid sanitation workers, along with health care and retirement benefits. Vice President Sharon Green Middleton. Sharon has shown the power of intergenerational relationships by creating the Baltimore City Office of Aging and by teaching younger council members like me what it means to truly be a public servant. During the most difficult period of her life, Sharon has shown up to work and has been a model of grace and perseverance. James Torrance. James is a fighter for people who have been pushed to the margins. James weaves his own lived experiences into his efforts to confront injustice in West Baltimore. He created the Office of Returning Citizens because he understands firsthand the devastating impact of incarceration. He is also the council's only lawyer. So if we get locked up, James is bailing us out. Paris Gray. Look, Paris is no stranger to public service. He is perceptive, pragmatic, and whip smart. And because of Paris and Councilman Burnett's advocacy, Edmondson Village just went from having no grocery stores to having 2 grocery stores. Dr. John Bullock. Dr. Bullock is an amazing educator, legislator, and father. During our first term, John passed a landmark law to fund the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. He also banned styrofoam from Baltimore. And while you all are sleeping tonight, John will probably be out there running a marathon. Zach Blanchard. Zach is a Marine who will bring that military discipline and dedication to the job. He led Fed Hill and helped unite a coalition of South Baltimore neighborhoods. He's a football coach at Digital Harbor High School who loves kids and even managed to win some games. Congrats, Coach. Jermaine Jones. When Jermaine won his election, working people won too. Jermaine understands that the best way to stop violence is with a job. And an even better way to stop violence is with a union job. I can't wait to partner with Jermaine to make Baltimore the best city in America for working people. Felicia Porter. Felicia brings remarkable passion to serving some of Baltimore's most vulnerable residents. She is a champion for public health, who fights for reproductive rights and environmental justice. She led a powerful campaign to bring a grocery store to a food desert in Mount Clair Junction, and she won. No one fights harder for city workers than our brother, Antonio Glover. He started his career as a sanitation worker, and he never forgot the struggles of the women and men he served with. When Ronald Silver died on the back of a garbage truck, Councilman Glover became the moral voice of Baltimore, rallying us to treat our lowest paid workers with respect. Odette Ramos. Odette reminds us that language access is critical for our newest neighbors to thrive. She provides world-class constituent services and won a major victory with the inclusionary housing law that she passed. Juan Ramos and Mary Pat Clark are smiling down at you from heaven. Listen, Each one of these council members is great, but together, as one body, we are going to write the greatest American comeback story in history. We won't always agree, but after we debate, we will stand united and support each other. And I want to thank the people of Baltimore for giving all 15 of us the opportunity to serve together by soundly rejecting question H. The 74th City Council will prioritize public safety, and we will demand justice. You can't have one without the other, and Baltimore deserves both. We will address trauma, climate change, and the opioid crisis. And for the first time since the Civil War, we will have full control over our police department. Let me be clear. No matter which neighborhood you live in, no matter your race or class, you deserve to feel safe and to be safe throughout our city. Baltimore, the days of treating city schools like a political football are over. This council will not be satisfied until every single child in our city is able to obtain an excellent education. We will partner with the school board and city schools leadership to support great teachers and help parents improve attendance. In the next 4 years, we will deliver universal pre-kindergarten. We will expand school-based health centers, Councilmember Porter. And we will no longer graduate our children into a life of poverty. Hear me today. Every single child that graduates from a Baltimore City school must have either a career or a college opportunity, no exceptions. And on the other end of the spectrum, this council will take care of our older adults. Our elders deserve respect. Let me also be clear. Baltimoreans deserve great city services. Through improved oversight, this council will demand excellence from our agencies. We will support our frontline workers, and we will raise the expectations for constituent services. And we will work with Mayor Scott to find ways to lower our outrageous property tax burden on residents. And Baltimore, we are going to build. We will grow our population without displacing the working class people that built this city. Make no mistake, this is our moment. Baltimore is going on offense. Like Mayor Scott said, our renaissance is now, and there is no time to sit on the sidelines or complain. We have every asset imaginable. We have the best hospitals and colleges in the world. We have a rich, complex history. We have beautiful, vibrant, quirky neighborhoods. We have amazing artists, poets, and singers. world-class symphony, theaters, and museums. We have a gorgeous waterfront and unbeatable geography. We are affordable and funky. I'll take our food scene over anywhere else in America, and I like to eat a lot. But most importantly, we have each other. We are a city of heart, hope, chutzpah, and grit. We get knocked down, but in Baltimore, we pull each other back up. Over these next 4 years, we will be tested by tough national headwinds. But what doesn't break us will make us stronger and more united. See, we don't need to demonize other people to be great. Because whether you grew up in Honduras or Highlandtown, whether you live in Park Heights or Patterson Park, if you care about your community, you belong in Baltimore. It is the honor of a lifetime to get to serve. Thank you for believing in the 74th Baltimore City Council.
President of the City Council, Zeke Cohenel. We're going to close our program in prayer, but before we do that, I want you to know immediately following the prayer, the City Council will recess out of the Memorial Hall and begin their work. As you know, they will go right to work out of this building. For everyone's safety, we ask that you please wait to leave your seats until the members have recessed out of Memorial Hall. On your way out of the hall, please enjoy cookies that have been baked by the students at the culinary program at Carver Vocational Technical High School. That's right. And they made me say this, a reminder that no eating or drinking is allowed in the hall. Party poopers, right? In the hall, so please enjoy your treats outside, okay? Thank you very much. Make me the bad guy. I got to be the bad guy to say stuff like that. I also want to thank you, Mr. President, President Zeke Cohen, and members of the City Council for allowing me to be here to enjoy your celebration and to urge you, and as I know you will, do the best you can for the citizens that you represent moving forward. Now, I'd like to introduce to you, I know so many people up here, a longtime friend and a man I respect immensely, Imam Earl El-Amin of the Muslim Community Cultural Center of Baltimore. Imam El-Amin, please come up.
Peace be upon you. With God's name, the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer, we ask you today to let today serve as a powerful reminder for us to firmly recommit a life of excellence, commanding others to do what is right, separating ourselves from that which is foolish, and removing from our life that which is corrupt and destructive to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. When we walk back into these streets of Baltimore, direct our footsteps along the straight path of regardfulness, respect, love, and the protection of all life. Give us new hearts and minds to think, new ears to hear, new eyes to see, and strong limbs to stand firmly as you guide us from darkness to light. Help us to embrace the disciplines that will ultimately lead us to excellence. Guide our city council and its president with clarity and fairness. Let us pray and work for the good of things of this world and the grand and beautiful things of the life to come. the praise belongs to you, the Lord of all systems of knowledge, the creator of the seen and the unseen. And let the people say, amen.
Thank you. Please let the council members leave, please. Yes. Thank you again. God bless you. Have a great day.